Are you as horrified as I am by the protests we've seen on October 7th?
I'm disgusted. Greg Landsman and I serve on the VA committee together in France. We just introduced a bipartisan bill to help our veterans out. So that is wholly inappropriate what these folks are doing. And if they're breaking any laws, they trespass, they need to be thrown in jail right now. To intimidate someone's family like that is disgusting. And it truly bends the free speech right into the point of near terrorism. Hey, I was the first member of the United States government in Israel, other than folks that were stationed in Israel immediately following the attacks on October 7th. And I have multiple combat tours as a Navy SEAL. I was also a medic, and I've seen some of the worst things you can possibly imagine. And that put me on my heels. And I went there for a couple of very specific reasons. Number one, I knew the Biden administration would turn their back on Israel eventually, and they have. Number two, I knew that the world opinion would turn their back on Israel, and they have. And I also knew that people were going to start denying that this took place or that it was as horrific as it was. So I'm very thankful, although that was an incredibly painful time to go there and go to all of these sites that you're seeing now. I was there in person when there were still detritus all over the fields, and the Nova Music Festival and Miraz and some of the Sadat, the town. So today is a day where we need to understand that this was the worst attack on the Jewish people since the Holocaust, and people that are protesting for Hamas are terrorists.
Yeah. All right, let me ask you a political question. I think that the Biden administration's a little bit of a more debatable topic, but there are 4 members of the so-called squad who have remained silent on the anniversary of October 7th. Jamal Bowman, Cori Bush, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Ilhan Omar. None of them have posted any statement or reflection to recognize October 7th on a day when 46 Americans were murdered and 12 were kidnapped. Seems to me that silence is saying something.
It is. And let's revisit the Biden administration, because I'm going to disagree with you here strongly. The Biden administration is responsible for funding Iran to the tune of about $100 billion. They gave that money to Hamas and Hezbollah. That is factual.
They didn't give it to them. They
unfroze the money. Slow-rolling ordinance. Let me finish. Oh. They're slow-rolling ordinance to Israel, and they're also restricting intelligence sharing with Israel. Why do you think Israel did not share with the Biden administration the fact that they were going to pull off that beeper and walkie-talkie caper, where they killed thousands of terrorists? They didn't share that with the Biden administration because they knew it would have gotten leaked. So let's just put that there.
But why would anyone share? Wait. Why would Israel under any administration share that kind of sensitive information? I give Israel credit for pulling that off. It was sort of an amazing military feat. They were able to target actual terrorists. Why would they share with anyone that they were going to do? They're not using They're not using U.S. material to do it.
Well, let's remember our backgrounds. I am a retired Navy SEAL senior chief with multiple combat tours that did extensive, very high-level human intelligence for over a decade in the Middle East. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't mean to insult you.
You're not insulting me at all, but you're not answering my question either.
Why wouldn't they share with the Biden administration?
No, why would they ever share with an American administration that kind of sensitive Israeli backed with no U.S. infrastructure, et cetera, for something that sensitive, which I understand they did share with them the day it was going to happen. But why would they share it before then?
Because of the potential for massive escalation in the conflict, which is exactly what happened. That's why they should have shared it with the United States. We could have postured some anti-defense missile systems there to help prevent the thousands of ballistic missiles that Iran launched.
They were already there.
That's why.
The U.S. was already there.
Listen, man, I'm just going to say this wrong.
I mean, just tell me. I'm not challenging your credentials. I'm just challenging your facts. I'm not challenging your credentials.
One more time for you.
Please, say it slower.
I'm a retired Navy SEAL senior chief with multiple combat tours, and I did high-level intelligence in the Middle East for over a decade. So I know about military matters and simply don't.
You have much better background than I do. There's no doubt about it, and no one's going to debate that.
You should listen to me.
Well, but it doesn't mean when you don't back it up with facts that I have to then accept it as a given just because of your experience.
I just did. The reason for a massive increase in hostilities is there, and that actually is what took place.
Yeah.
So although there are American military assets in the region, if they're not alerted, they can't act in a timely manner, which is exactly what didn't happen. That's why.
They were told that day. They were already there. I would view that as a difference of opinion.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.